Hello, I'm Una O'Dwyer, a local organic horticulturist with a particular passion and interest in our native wildflowers. I'm here at the Cliffs of Moher, which is one of Ireland's most visited sites with approximately 1.6 million visitors annually. But since I have fallen in love with the cliffs, I have discovered that there are thousands of creatures, insects and plant life that reside here and make it a refuge and a home. We are going to ask the question, who else lives here? And whose homes are we walking through, and how have they adapted to life on the edge? So welcome to my garden. It's just a really gorgeous time of the year. You can feel the energy, there's a tiny little bit of heat from the sun, and plants are just about coming up out of the earth, from the soil into the sunshine. You know, we have so much to learn from plants, and we've had a particularly tough winter here in Ireland. And yet the incredible thing is, no matter what happens, the plants always just come back. So I think they have so much to teach us in terms of their resilience and the way that we have to adapt and change and, I suppose, diversify and make other resilient plans going forward to try and address and to try and, I suppose, acclimatise ourselves to the changing seasons and the changing climate. Because plants survive, we have to try and survive in this unknown, you know. The other things as well that we tend to ignore or not even take notice of is that we have all these incredible systems that happen around us, like photosynthesis and pollination, and they're called ecosystem services that we freely gain from nature. And that's just part of our lives, and nature underpins so much of what we do, but yet we're not really in tune with that. The incredible thing about the wildflowers in the west of Ireland is their not alone, I suppose, is there just their absolute uniqueness, because we are a very small island and we have very, very particular genetics here in terms of our plants, but also their relationship with insects. And they've all built up certain and amazing relationships with insects, and some of the most intimate relationships in nature between flowers and insects and pollinators. And that's the thing I think, again, we just take for granted. So our 6 varieties of plants and our beautiful chough that we've chosen for this series are all inhabitants of this coastal area, and you can actually see the Cliffs of Moher in the background here. They cleaned the tower at the O'Brien's Tower a few years ago, and now it actually is a beacon. It shines out in the evening time, and it's a beautiful reminder, I suppose, of also the resilience of that building. So the 6 plants that we've chosen are Devil's Bit scabious, plantain, and we have thrift, which is the beautiful little pink flower. We also have sea campion, yarrow, and we have the yellow one, which is the bird's foot trefoil. We also have our beautiful chough, the bird. So even though I'm a forager, my invitation to you today is to not pick the flowers at the Cliffs of Moher, or indeed in the geopark itself, because they're actually a protected species, and it's a protected landscape. So I encourage you to look at them in a different way. Get a little tuft of grass and sit down beside these extraordinary flowers and just observe them for a few minutes, and you'll be amazed at what you see that comes and goes, and how long they stay there, their interactions, how they actually get deep inside and get the pollen and the nectar going. You're just an observer. You just take it all in, and then you will just be blown away by the absolute joy and the wonder of doing that. Leave no trace, you know, take a photograph, remember it in your mind, go home, paint a little picture of it. Bring the beauty of the west coast of Ireland back home with you.